Thanksgiving has always been one of my favorite holidays because really it's the only time of year where people are actually grateful for something. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Duke and I'm the Duke of Italy, and welcome back to another video. First of all, today's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. And also, I need to apologize. I was gone for 3 months. I said I was going to do a video on the last day of summer, but I ended up missing that, so I'm very sorry about that. But it's really my fault, but what happened was my camera wasn't charged that day and I didn't have enough time to charge it. So, anyways, excuses out of the way, me being a complainer out of the way, let's talk about Marvel 1602. If you haven't read the title, well, that's what we're reviewing today. Alright, so, first of all, this is pretty long. Like, it's longer than most of my things right there, which those are going to be like 5-6 issues maybe. Some of them are even 4. This is 8 parts, and every part's a little long. And it's a relatively good story plot, and it's got quite a few subplots too, so it's a good combination here. But there's a big problem. The main plot is not really introduced until later in the story, and you mistake a main plot from a main plot, and it gets confusing. So that's one of the earlier plots in this. And the art in this is actually pretty solid. Like, let me just turn to a page here. This is some of the art in the book. I personally enjoy this art very much. And also, before every new part, they have this little art piece. Let me show you one. There's one right here. It's like a comic book issue cover, and this is shown on the cover of the whole book also. Right here. It's got like almost like Van Gogh, I want to say. It's kind of like Starry Night, with how it's all the lines, and they all seem like they're all made of lines instead of like individual things. I don't really know how to explain it, but I love this art. It's just awesome to me. And in this book, they use a lot of old Marvel characters. Like, they have Spider-Man, who they call Peter Parquois, I think. The names are hilarious. In this book, there's Daredevil, and he's just the highlight of the book. He's the best part of this whole book. And but he's not used enough, unfortunately. And this book's biggest downfall, I'd say, is the end of part 7 and the beginning of part 8. There's only 8 parts in this. And 7 just tone shifts amazingly. Like, not well, just like, I'm dumbfounded from how crazy it gets. And it's just so bizarre. And yeah, that happened, and it was kind of a cluster. And characters are integrated pretty well into history, which is kind of iffy to say because the Americas have pterodactyls in this. But it's integrated well. Characters have different names, and they're seen slightly differently, so that's that. And the ending to this whole thing is pretty good. And I like how they use Thanksgiving a little bit. Not as like a major part, but they talk about how like the Mayflower coming over, and they don't really get into too much detail. And I don't even think they call it the Mayflower, but it's quite interesting. And apart from the weird parts of this book, it's pretty good. But another serious downfall, Doctor Strange, his movie just came out. It's a great movie. He is in this book, but he is disrespected, and honestly, he's just not a good character in this. He's seen to be a little pretentious, which I know he's that in the comics, but they make him seem weird here. He's bizarre. He's meant to be some sort of mystic dude, even though in the comics he's seen as like a modern person. And it's kind of an odd combination, but honestly, I think it worked out okay. And I'm going to give it a final rating of a 7 out of 10. And this is relatively high 7, but not anything crazy. It's just that part 7 and part 8 really kills this as far as the rest of it goes. But yeah, I would recommend reading this. It's a long book if you have a trip or something of that sort. Another good one for reading for long trips is Watchmen. That's good too. But thank you all for watching. Have a safe and fun Thanksgiving. And if you could leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe, and suggest what you'd like me to review next. And I'm probably not going to get another video till December, but right when break comes, I'll try and think of something. I might review the Dr. Fate new series, which isn't that new, but it's interesting so far. So Thank you all for watching. Have a safe, fun Thanksgiving, and I'll see you all later. Arrivederci.